Kind of weird that this impeachment's going on right when President Trump declassifies apparently a foot-high series of documents about the Spygate debacle. John Solomon, who's been all over this story from the beginning, has a story, again, available in my show notes. Please subscribe to my email list. We added like 100,000 new names. And we had an open rate the other day, by the way, of 96%, which is pretty amazing. Thank you. Bongino.com/newsletter. Please. Hard ask. I'm begging, please. I don't know how long we'll be around, be able to communicate with you. Trump's declassifying a trove of FBI memos exposing Christopher Steele's motivations and ties to impeachment witnesses. Once secret documents will show Steele told the FBI he leaked Russia collusion. He leaked the Russian collusion narrative. Let me just give you the big takeaways from what I'm relatively confident is going to come out today. We know, obviously, the FBI, in conjunction with the Hillary Clinton campaign and Barack Obama, spied on President Trump. Very simple story. No need for a complicated nuance today. What I think are going to be the big takeaways today from this declassification, what you're going to hear on the news today is going to be this. John Solomon, and I'm going to add a couple to this too, from John Solomon's piece. First, we know Christopher Steele was a foreign agent. We know Christopher Steele as a foreign agent. I thought that was collusion, John. Just check, foreign agent. He wasn't a United States citizen. Was a foreign agent. We know he used the press to lie to America to help Hillary Clinton. Here's just the news site from John Sullivan. Among the bombshell revelations is an admission by Steele that he violated his confidential human source agreement with the FBI and leaked information from his dossier to the news media in the final weeks of the election. Why? Because he wanted to counteract new revelations in the Hillary Clinton email scandal that were hurting her election efforts. The former foreign intelligence officer made the confession in a fall 2017 interview with agents. Wow, that interview is going to be fascinating to see that, ain't it? Nothing new here. I mean, the Democrats, I'm sorry to say it, folks. You want me to, have any sense of optimism about it? The Democrats won on this. I told you their strategy from the beginning. We now know what I've told you for 4 years. A foreign agent manipulated and lied to the U.S. press that lied to you to change the results of the 2016 election and lie to America to help Hillary Clinton. And yet Donald Trump still won. And no one in the press seems to care about the biggest bombshell of all time because the Democrat strategy worked. Drip, 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 wait to the end. Now it gets declassified. The biggest story in modern American history comes out that a foreign agent colluded with the Hillary campaign to interfere in the 2016 election, basically admitted as much in documents. And what's the press going to be after the drip, drip, drip? It's old news, folks. We heard this a long time ago. It worked. No, it worked. You want me to be we won. No, we lost that one. I didn't lose it. I put it out there. But of course, we were the conspiracy theory by the left. Now we've all been proven right. Yet, of course, they'll get Pulitzer Prizes for lying about me and others forever. Here's another screenshot from the piece. Again, for those in the left saying, the Obama-Biden team, they didn't know about any of this. That's hilarious. Late last year, the Trump administration declassified evidence showing that the CIA warned President Obama and the FBI that it had intercepted intelligence indicating Hillary Clinton had personally ordered up an operation to vilify Trump with a false story of collusion as a means of distracting from the negative publicity of her email scandal. So just to be, again, crystal clear, Hillary Clinton colluded with a foreign agent to make up a story, and the stupid American press took the story, lied to the American people to collude to interfere in the 2016 election. The Obama administration, the one Biden was a part of, was warned about it by our own CIA and just basically ignored it and ran with it anyway. Like only the biggest story of our time, but no worries, media. No worries. We got this. By the way, if you're interested in my latest book, Follow the Money, this is all covered in detail. Why do I bring that up? Not to plug a book and buy my book. I hate it's really annoying. But the details are in there. And one of the details I talk about, and the reason I talk about following the money and following the evidence trail is because one of the key assertions of the book, and the reason I wrote it, is to show you that the same people involved in the impeachment hoax, the first one, not the second impeachment hoax, the first impeachment hoax, were the same people involved in Spygate. So the people who spied on Donald Trump and were involved in the spying operation on Donald Trump, then tried to impeach Donald Trump on fake charges because they were afraid their spying would be exposed. Weird how I said that in the book and lay out that case pretty conclusively. Extensive footnoting. Weird how he said that. No one in the media seemed to pay attention. Why am I bringing that up now? Because, folks, one of the allegations I'm hearing is going to come out today as well is Fiona Hill. Oh, remember Fiona Hill? She testified at the impeachment hearing as one of these national security officials, the serious people. We're all idiots. Fiona Hill was involved in the whole Russia portfolio and everything. I'm hearing it's going to come out that it was Fiona Hill who connected Christopher Steele, the foreign spy, to the primary subsource he said he got his information from, this, the info about the PP tape and stuff. What was a U.S. government official or someone working at the Brookings Institute? What were they doing there? Connecting people to a foreign spy who was making up allegations and lying to the press, and then testifying later in the impeachment hearing. I don't know too much about that stuff. I just remember Steele from our time together working in the bureaucratic channels. That's really strange how she just appeared at that impeachment thing, isn't it? Let me tell you what else I'm hearing is going to come out. The role of Stephen Halper, who I've only told you for 4 years now, the key scandal in this, the FBI spy who was working with the FBI, spying on the Trump team, that Stephen Halper received payments from the Office of Net Assessments. That's a government office in the Pentagon, which means by default it's funded by you. That Stephen Halper's payments were via your tax dollars. He was paid from 2012 to March of 2018, over $1 million. What was he paid for? Wouldn't it be really weird if your tax dollars, really strange, financed a spying operation on Donald Trump? That would be really strange. Of course, if you're a regular listener, that's old news. And again, in case you think, in my book and all that, oh my gosh, it's all conspiracy theories, Dan, you're crazy. Apparently not. I don't know if I've showed you this yet, if I have on the show before, but I'll show you now. We got a hold of emails from the Ukrainian embassy and government officials who seem to be very concerned about Dan Bongino. Yeah, that's me doing a third person Bob Dole style. We had people in the United States government, as I started to write my book, Spygate, Exonerated, and Follow the Money, who seemed to be very concerned about my reporting. Why? I thought it was a conspiracy theory. I thought it wasn't worth paying any attention. It was all lies. Here's a series of emails that were released not that long ago from people in the Ukrainian embassy overseas reporting back to another person, Marie Ivanovich, or another diplomat in Ukraine, who makes an appearance in her story in my book somewhere. They seem to be awfully concerned as they send emails back and forth about Sean Hannity. And there it is, Dan Bongino. Yeah, he continues to report on the story. It's amazing I can read that, right? That's crazy how small that is. I have ridiculously good eyesight. I know, self-praise stinks. Everything else is falling apart. I can barely hear anything, but I can see really well. Joe, I thought it was a conspiracy theory. If it's a conspiracy theory and I made all that stuff up despite extensive citations and 20, 30 pages of footnotes in each book, then why are Ukrainian embassy officials, the same people involved in the impeachment hoax, emailing each other back and forth concerned about my reporting? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
You just heard Dan Bongino.